afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Mark will be back on Monday. How are you doing? It's Friday Eve.
We love a good Friday Eve, especially when it's nice out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great to have you on board this week.
It's been a fun week. We've had a good time.
We have had a good time. And later this hour, we're going to be taking your questions for Dr. Zorba Pastor. Brady and I will let you know when it's time to call in. But here's what's making news today. It's not much, but we're at least hearing something from the Madison police chief about allegations that one of his officers was having sex in a squad car.
Reducing gun violence. That's what Democrats say the bills they introduced today would do in Wisconsin. Only these bills aren't all that new after all.
Plus, a little personal library for all Madison kindergartners. How some big donations made it possible. Let's take a look outside today. It was another refreshing, crisp fall day.
Yeah, I think crisp is a good word. And you know what? We can hang on to these days as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, we can. Milder, maybe a little bit of rain tomorrow. Dana Fulton is on the patio. Hi, Dana.
Hi. I don't think you need to worry about canceling any Friday plans with the showers coming through, but it is something that we're going to keep an eye on the radar for late in the day Friday. Right now, of course, no rain concerns. A lot of sunshine for us for our Thursday. This afternoon has been really comfortable, and this evening things are going to stay very nice outside. Temperature-wise, we've been hovering generally close to 70 degrees in the upper 60s right now for Madison, with that breeze still coming in at about 10 miles per hour. So enough that you'll notice, enough that it's blowing the leaves around just a little bit out here on the patio. Dew points in the upper 30s, so it's a very dry air overhead. Showers have been rotating off to the east for the Milwaukee area. Nothing building in for our viewing area, though. We've stayed dry today. Temps, again, close to 70 throughout southern Wisconsin, with those dew points staying pretty comfortable. Overnight, mostly clear skies. That means temps will yet again fall into the 40s for Dane, Rock, and Greene counties. As we look ahead to tomorrow, plan on partly sunny sky early in the day, but the cloud coverage will build in the afternoon, and that's going to lead to some shower and thunderstorm chances late in the day. High temperatures will be a little more mild in the mid-70s for us for your Friday. As far as traffic concerns, thankfully no accidents to report right now in Dayton County. The Beltline, a few slowdown spots eastbound. That's usually what we see this time of day. Rock County and Janesville looking pretty smooth for this Friday Eve. The Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 17-minute drive. We'll take a closer look at your full forecast in just a few.
All right, Dana, thank you. Madison's police chief spoke publicly for the first time today about an officer who allegedly participated in sexual activity in a department squad car.
Eric Franke has more on the department's investigation, which is now a week old.
Brady and Susan, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes revealed very little about what happened at an Eastside parking lot on a late afternoon or who was involved. The video taken by a bystander began circulating online last Thursday. Police announced the next day the officer in question was placed on administrative leave. Chief Barnes says he is not going to identify the officer at this time, nor his rank. He did say the woman involved was not someone involved in the sex trade after those rumors also started to spread online.
I can tell you that I'm aware that the allegations of this incident involved an individual who is an alleged prostitute. We take the matter of human trafficking very seriously, and I can assure the community that the individual involved in this incident has been contacted, and that this individual is not, I repeat, is not a prostitute, nor is there any evidence that the individual has a history of ever being a prostitute.
Now, Chief Barnes said he does not plan to release the name or any identifying characteristics about the officer in question until the investigation is done.
Eric, thank you. A 26-year-old Fond du Lac police officer has died of COVID-19 complications, according to the department. The death of Officer Joseph Curer on Wednesday came a day after his second child was born. Officer Curer joined the Fond du Lac Police Department in August of 2018, and he was a member of the Tactical Field Force Team, the Honor Guard, the Domestic Violence Intervention Team, and he was certified as a field training officer. Wisconsin Democrats are taking another shot at gun laws today that went nowhere last time.
Adam Duxter joins us live from the Capitol now with what each bill would do and why they may have a tough time getting them to become law. Adam?
Attorney General Josh Kaul was joined by several Democratic lawmakers outside of the state capitol today, introducing two separate bills. And if passed, the first would extend background checks to places like state fairs and trade meets or anywhere else they do not currently cover. And the second would introduce what is known as a red flag law in the state of Wisconsin, which could allow a judge to take away somebody's gun if they're showing signs of danger towards themselves or somebody else. Now, two very similar bills were already introduced in 2019 by Governor Tony Evers, and many of these same lawmakers as well. When Evers called for a special session, Republican-controlled legislature gabbled in and gabbled out without voting or discussing. Those introducing the bill today say this is not a partisan issue.
The bill won't end the Second Amendment or the Fourth Amendment rights, but it does have the ability to unite the hands and strengthen the hands of family members, co-workers, or law enforcement who fear that an individual is presenting behaviors that may put them at risk.
In 2019, a Marquette Law School poll showed 80% of Wisconsin voters favored expanding background checks. We contacted several Republican lawmakers today to ask them how they feel, and either did not hear back or were told they weren't ready to comment at this time. Tonight at 5, why Madison's police chief says gun violence here in our community is still something that police are still looking to work through.
Adam, thank you. There is breaking news at this hour from Collierville, Tennessee. Police say there has been a shooting at a grocery store there. This is a community east of Memphis. One person is confirmed dead and 12 other people have been wounded, and we are hearing from police that the shooter has also been found dead. The police chief in Collierville says 12 of the people shot and transported to the hospital are in serious condition. This is a developing situation. We'll continue to follow it on our website, Channel 3000, and later on News 3 Now at 5, coming up in the next hour.
Two Afghan men are being charged with federal crimes for two separate alleged incidents at Fort McCoy. Two men, 20-year-old Barullah Nouri and 32-year-old Mohammed Haroon Imad, were indicted on federal charges for the unrelated incidents earlier this month at the base. According to the indictments, Nouri is accused of multiple instances of sexual assault on the base. Imad is accused of assaulting his wife. Both men were taken to the Dane County Jail before their arraignments in federal court today. Both men pleaded not guilty.
A top U.S. diplomat to Haiti has stepped down, calling the Biden administration's policies, quote, deeply flawed.
Thousands of Haitian migrants are still encamped in Del Rio, Texas, where they face tough conditions and immediate expulsion.
Deborah Alfarone reports from Capitol Hill, where lawmakers are calling on the administration to halt the deportations.
The U.S. Special Envoy to Haiti has resigned. CBS News obtained a letter that Daniel Foote wrote saying, "I will not be associated with the United States' inhumane, counterproductive decision to deport thousands of Haitian refugees. Our policy approach to Haiti remains deeply flawed, and my recommendations have been ignored and dismissed."
Special Envoy Foote had ample opportunity to raise concerns about migration during his tenure. He never once did so.
More than 1,400 Haitian migrants have been expelled since Sunday. Department of Homeland Security officials believe many of the migrants have crossed back into Mexico, estimating a little over 4,000 remain in Del Rio, Texas. Demonstrators gathered in Washington, D.C. as part of a day of action to express outrage over the treatment of the Haitian migrants.
The Congressional Black Caucus has demanded a halt to mass deportations, and they've also asked for the firing of several Border Patrol agents who they say used aggressive tactics they're describing as racist.
This footage of horse-mounted agents prompted an investigation and now a policy change.
The Secretary also conveyed to civil rights leaders earlier this morning that we would no longer be using horses in Del Rio.
The White House continues to defend its use of the Trump-era Title 42 pandemic rule to expel undocumented migrants from the U.S. regardless of country of origin. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Today, the White House denied reports that some Haitian migrants would be relocated to Guantanamo Bay.
And sources tell CBS News more than 1,000 Haitian migrants have been allowed to remain in the U.S. to seek asylum.
Well, within the past half hour, a CDC advisory panel says it is backing Pfizer's COVID-19 booster shots for millions of older or otherwise vulnerable Americans. Now, this comes despite concern among some experts the extra shots will do little to slow the pandemic.
A Beloit company that specializes in producing cutting-edge cancer-detecting isotopes broke ground for a new processing facility today. North Star Medical Radioisotopes manufactures an isotope that is injected into a patient to target specific organs and allow doctors to see if cancer has spread, coronary artery disease is present, or to diagnose disease of the gallbladder, lungs, or other organs. It is the only place in the country that commercially produces those isotopes, and the CEO says Beloit is the perfect place to do it.
And it's a great location for us when you think about the pool of employees in this area, and when you think about the communication links we have, when you think about the other manufacturing companies that are here that we depend on for support. There really is a great infrastructure, and Beloit's in the center of it.
North Star Medical has more than 215 employees.
State Superintendent Dr. Jill Underly held her very first State of Education address this afternoon in the Capitol Rotunda. During the address, Dr. Underly stressed schools are the bedrock of Wisconsin communities. After acknowledging all the schools did for the students in the classroom, Dr. Underly went on to explain schools can do even more outside of the classroom.
They are the Friday night game, the school play, the band concert, the poetry slam. They are the community centers, holiday bazaars, and farmers markets. They are the tapestry of Wisconsin life, the common thread that binds us together.
Dr. Underly also discussed the need to unite for schools, and she said, although reaching consensus in communities on subjects is challenging, she urged people to keep their focus on what brings us together and not what keeps us apart.
Building a library at home for your child can be an important tool to help them excel in school, and that's why over the next few days, each Madison School District kindergartner will receive a small library of their very own books to bring home. This generous gift of more than 15,000 books was made possible through a collaboration between the district, the Madison Public Schools Foundation, and the Madison Reading Project, funded by memorial donations from the family of longtime ESL teacher at MMSD, Karen Christensen Regatz. Each student's book bundle will include multilingual books, a nod to her teaching career.
This is so important because we want to make sure that all of our students have access to quality and fun books, and that books that they can keep at home and have a part of their home libraries to read and enjoy.
Lakefield Elementary School is home to the only Hmong bilingual program in the state of Wisconsin, so the district really emphasizes getting books in English as well as Hmong.
Well, it's the day some video gamers have been waiting for. Well, check out these long lines outside of the Best Buy on Madison's west side this morning. Now, these people were waiting to buy the PlayStation 5. The gaming consoles have only been sold online since they were released last year, but Best Buy is finally getting the chance to sell them in store. One man, get this, had waited almost a day to get his.
I've been waiting for it for about a year. As of right now, I've been waiting since 8:30 yesterday in the morning.
I hope he had some coffee with him. Yeah. Well, the worldwide chip shortage is the reason for the shortage of not only PS5s, but also video cards and cars. Well, coming up next, Charles Franklin and the Marquette Law School poll just released new data this morning.
Charles will join us to talk about how the country feels about President Biden and his handling of Afghanistan. We'll talk about that when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
There's There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a queen mattress for the price of a twin on select Serta Perfect Sleeper and Beauty Rest mattresses. And when you upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black, you'll get $200 in Steinhoffels cash. Plus, with free delivery and Steinhoffels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer," how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Welcome back. Regulators in Europe want to ban proprietary charging cables and ports.
The European Union is proposing a requirement all smartphones, tablets, cameras, speakers, and handheld video game systems use USB-C to charge. That's a setback for Apple, which uses its own Lightning port on the iPhone. European officials have been pushing the tech industry to standardize chargers for more than a decade now. Apple says it will engage with stakeholders to find a solution that protects consumer interest. The EU's new rules are still years away from being implemented.
Well, contracting COVID-19 can cost you a lot. The nonprofit group Fair Health found the average bill for COVID patients in the hospital is around $75,000, and that jumps tremendously if there are complications. For example, things that require a ventilator or days in the ICU. Those cases cost on average more than $300,000. According to Fair Health, patients with insurance pay an average of about $1,000, while non-insured patients frequently pay more than $2,500.
Well, fans of The View can take a little time to enjoy more Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, Whoopi is staying on The View for 4 more seasons. The 65-year-old has reportedly signed on to co-host ABC's popular daytime talk show through 2024. Whoopi has been on the show since 2007. Her current co-hosts are original co-hosts Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Sarah Haynes. The View recently lost conservative voice Meghan McCain, who left in August. The show is currently in its 25th season.
Shares of Chinese real estate giant Evergrande are rebounding pounding today after the company announced the settlement of a $36 million debt. Evergrande faces another deadline on an $83 million interest payment, although they could negotiate an extension. The developer owes more than $300 billion in debt spread out across vast sectors of the Chinese economy and among foreign investors. Stocks soared today as investors appeared relieved about the Federal Reserve's decision to cut back on stimulus and possibly raising interest rates. The Dow gained 506 points, the Nasdaq 105, and the S&P was up 53.
A new Marquette Law School poll was released today.
The latest survey looked at some recent big stories, including Afghanistan, COVID policies, and President Biden's approval rating. The director of the Marquette Law School poll, Charles Franklin, is back with us today. Hi, Charles.
Hi, it's good to be with you again.
Good to see you again. Okay, let's start with Afghanistan. You asked several questions. This was a national poll, by the way, right?
That's right. Nationally, we interviewed 1,411 people in the first couple of weeks of September.
And let's look at your first question. You asked whether people approve or disapprove of the president's handling of the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
And President Biden gets really negative ratings on this. Just 36% approve of how he handled the withdrawal, 63% disapprove. This is the worst rating on pretty much any topic that we've measured for Biden.
Well, and then there's the next question. You wanted to know, was the war worth it?
Yeah, and this is the flip side. People are critical of how Biden withdrew, but 74% say the war was not worth it. 25% say it was worth it. Also, we asked whether people favored keeping troops in Afghanistan. Only 26% were in favor of that, and 74% opposed to keeping troops there. So really, the outcome of U.S. withdrawal is approved by a 3-to-1 margin. Biden's handling of the withdrawal, negative evaluations of that, with just 36 approving there.
Did you ask a question about how people feel about the Afghan refugees coming to Wisconsin or coming to the States?
We did, and there's an interesting thing that comes up there. 58% say that the U.S. should take in as many Afghan refugees as possible. That was opposed by 42%. But whereas the withdrawal of troops and the wars not being worth it were pretty bipartisan, with majorities across parties in favor of withdrawing the troops. On the question of bringing refugees or welcoming refugees, there's a party split. Just 36% of Republicans favor taking in those refugees. 58% of independents are in favor of that, and 72% of Democrats in favor. So we do see a partisan split. The objections to how Biden handled the withdrawal weren't that different across parties. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. The main point is that the question of what to do with the refugees is divided by party.
Yeah.
And what about any question about President Biden's approval rating, this month, September versus July?
Right, and he's clearly paid a price for the Afghan withdrawal in his overall rating. That has fallen to 48% approve, 52 disapprove. That's down a full 10 points from where we had him in July before the Afghan situation developed. So whether that's entirely due to Afghanistan or due to other things as well is an open question. But it's clear that his overall approval rating has fallen a fair bit. And he's now underwater by 4 points more disapproving than approving.
And you asked about the president's approval rating in regard to COVID policies.
And this remains his strong suit. 56% approve of the way he's handling COVID. So if you think of the range here, high approval on COVID, low approval on Afghanistan, his overall job approval in between, but a little bit net negative.
Very interesting. Charles, always good to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, coming up, the WHO released new guidelines to cut air pollution for the first time in 15 years.
Ian Lee will join us after our First Warn forecast with why scientists say governments need to act now.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Get great offers from GM Financial and $1,750 cash allowance on Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So, be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
For all of us who weren't born yesterday, there's Consumer Cellular, premium wireless with exceptional value. Enjoy talk, text, and data for only $20 a month. U.S.-based customer service that's been ranked #1 by J.D. Power 11 times in a row, and flexible plans that you can change anytime. Consumer Cellular is also an approved AARP provider, so members get exclusive discounts. Discover wireless that gives you everything you need for less. Switch to Consumer Cellular today. Call, go online, or find us at Target.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Well, take a look at this. A man with a second chance at life makes a surprise visit to say thank you.
That's him, girl. He's back home.
You're looking at 37-year-old Brandy Hudson, who is in tears as she listens to her son's heart for the first time in a year. The man in front of her is 47-year-old Scott Woodruff, a man she had not met until today. Her 18-year-old son was killed last year, and Brandy decided to donate his organs. Scott is the recipient of her son's heart and made a surprise visit to meet his donor's mom. He even gave her a special teddy bear that plays the sound of her son's heart.
Wow. What a sacrifice.
Incredible.
Yeah. Well, get ready for some hearty comfort food. It's National Great American Pot Pie Day. You can celebrate the day by going out to a restaurant for a pot pie, cooking a frozen one at home, or if you want to, making one from scratch. A typical pot pie contains ingredients such as chicken, beef, or pork, vegetables, and of course, gravy, but there are endless possibilities. Now, the first frozen pot pies were introduced by Swanson Foods in the 1950s. National Great American Pot Pie Day was created in 2002 by another frozen foods maker.
Dana, we had our ice cream yesterday. Where are
the pot pies? I know, I'm slacking. I need a pot pie cart, apparently.
No, that's perfect on a day like today because it's a little chilly out there. It feels like fall.
It is. It does feel a little like fall outside, and for the weekend, we're going to see some fall-like temperatures, at least on Saturday, before it gets a little more mild next week. But we'll take a closer look at your fold-in day and our temperature trend ahead right after the break.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at staranbank.com.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Hold it like this? Yeah.
I love finding out things that other people don't want me to know.
I just wanted to say,
find yourself in these situations and see who you are.
And that's just part of the bargain.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at staranbank.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sunny skies for us right now. Really pleasant evening for a Thursday. Temperature-wise, we're in the upper 60s. Again, that breeze still in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range. And our radar staying pretty quiet. The showers that we were picking up earlier staying all well off to the east towards the Milwaukee area. They've had a few light showers pass through, and that might continue on for the next hour or so, but things quieting down off to the east. Now, overnight, we'll stay mostly clear. In fact, we'll start the day tomorrow with partly sunny skies before that cloud coverage really builds in the afternoon and evening. We'll have a cloudy sky for the late day on Friday, and our chance for showers will really start to develop in the late afternoon and evening. This rain chance could bring some heavier showers, possibly an isolated thunderstorm mixed in there, but it does look more like a rain event passing through for late Friday. By midnight, though, all of that is cleared out, and it will lead to a really pleasant Saturday. Saturday, plan on partly sunny skies, temperatures in the afternoon in the mid to upper 60s. So we're a little seasonable on Saturday, back to this cooler trend before things warm up for Sunday and heading into next week. Precipitation totals will generally stay under 1/2 inch. Notice some of these areas where we saw the heavier rain showers building in could get close to 1/2 inch, but it doesn't look like a big rainmaker for us, and the highest totals will likely be Madison and east. Our temperature trend kind of ramping up for the end of the month into early October. Not a huge leap, but we will be trending above average as we look through the next few weeks, at least through our 10-day forecast. A few days trending below, but in general, warm weather really anchoring down. Tomorrow, 75 the high, so we're back above average for your Friday. Partly sunny skies early in the day, and then those shower and thunderstorm chances coming through late in the afternoon and evening. By Saturday, though, we're back to partly sunny skies. Saturday, a little cooler behind that rain chance, so we're back below average, but then we jump up into the 70s, and and that's where we're going to stay all the way through next week and into the following weekend. A dry trend, no fronts bringing any rain chances or any cool downs for us. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s. Overnight lows will generally be hovering close to 50, so a comfortable stretch certainly, but a bit above average for us. And with those milder overnight lows, it is going to stay pretty comfortable. It looks like at least heading into the start of October through the rest of that 10-day.
One chance for rain, that's it. So if you miss it tomorrow.
A lot of sunshine, though. That'll be nice to just enjoy that for us.
Very nice.
We will.
Yeah. All right, Dana, thank you.
Well, we all know air pollution is bad, but a new study shows it's worse than scientists even thought.
So the World Health Organization has updated its air quality guidance for the first time in 15 years.
CBS's Ian Lee reports from London.
The World Health Organization is slashing the recommended levels for air pollution, saying the harmful effects of dirty air kick in at lower levels than first thought.
Because of air pollution, the simple act of breathing contributes to 7 million deaths a year.
Health officials say polluted air increases the risk of conditions like pneumonia, asthma, heart disease, stroke, and cancer. The WHO is urging nations to cut levels of several pollutants, including nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and fine particulate matter, which can travel through the lungs and directly into the bloodstream.
Clean air is a political choice and a societal responsibility.
Scientists say some of the most dangerous pollutants are fossil fuels, burning from cars and power plants. Last week, a court in Indonesia found government officials guilty of environmental negligence for failing to tackle air pollution in the capital and ordered them to clean up the smog. Health experts say drastic cuts to air pollution worldwide could add 2 years to our lives. The WHO is now calling on governments to follow its formula for a cleaner future. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
The WHO guidelines come ahead of a key climate change conference that's being held in Scotland next month.
Yeah, we both kind of gasped at the smog that we saw in there. Ugh. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, we are going to talk with Dr. Zorba Pastor about the approval of the Pfizer booster for those over 65 with medical problems.
We'll be taking your calls as well, and then coming up next hour at 5, the team working to keep people from losing their homes during the pandemic is getting some help in Dane County. We'll have that story at 5.
Vitens Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The Vitens Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Family is just very important. She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treated my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. 4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections, some serious, and the lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Tell your doctor if your Crohn's disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
Vitense Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
Tonight at 5, state Democrats introduced gun safety legislation today. If approved, why they think this bill will reduce gun violence.
Tomorrow will be milder with high temperatures in the middle 70s. There will also be some showers and a few thunderstorms about the time of tomorrow night's football games. I'll have the forecast at 5.
Then at 6, rental assistance is on the way for renters in need. Who's stepping up to help and how you can apply? That's coming up tonight at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Hey, welcome back. Well, we have a lot of COVID-related news to discuss with our weekly visit with Dr. Zorba Pastor.
And we'll be taking your questions as well coming up in the next segment. So if you'd like to talk to Zorba, stand by. We'll let you know when it's time to call in. Dr. Pastor joins us from his clinic in Oregon. Hi, Zorba. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys, too.
So big breaking news today about the Pfizer COVID booster shots.
Right.
Now, this is for seniors 65 and older and others at high risk, right?
Right, exactly. So basically, what the FDA said is seniors 65 years of age and older can get a booster. I have to look at the data. I don't know if it's 6 months or 8 months, but basically, people who have received that first shot early on are going to be able to get a booster now. And the reason is not that it looks like the Pfizer immunization is putting more people in the hospital, but just because the antibodies are dropping. And because the antibodies are dropping, Dr. Fauci and the head of the NIH have said, hey, we should really jump in, put the boosters for people over 65, just like the flu shot is more for the people over 65, and let's make sure that we get ahead of the curve before something happens.
But this is not booster shots for everyone yet.
Correct. It's not for everyone. It's for people with significant medical problems. Once again, people who are, instance, on steroids, people who, and once again, the FDA has yet to enumerate exactly what the guidelines are, but people have significant medical problems, significant heart disease, probably diabetes, hypertension. It has yet to be worked out. But basically, it's for everyone over the age of 65 after that first initial booster. And once again, I don't know if it's 6 or 8 months, but it's not because the immunity is flagging, but because the antibodies are flagging. And it will be to get the Pfizer shot. Moderna does not have their data in yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's all the time we have for our segment now, but we want to take your questions. Dr. Zorba, Pastor, are you ready to stick around and take some calls?
You bet.
All right.
The number to call is 270-9933. The phone lines are open right now, and we'll take your calls when we come back.
Clean, safe, fun. I wanted it all when we needed daytime care for Mom. Oh, Grace's new adult day center is so nice. Now she goes twice a week while I'm at work and loves it.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more beginner's yoga. Namaste. Namaste. Surprise parties. Aw, you guys. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks. For free! So I can do more of the things I love. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
Menards is your lighting and appliance headquarters. Find your style with Patriot Lighting. The B Collection has a modern country look featuring a whitewashed faux wood paired elegantly together with a galvanized finish. All Patriot Lighting is 11% off. Spruce up your home with top brand appliances including Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Criterion. Save 11% on all appliances right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Join Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 12th. Anytime Fitness gives you 24/7 support with expert coaching on all things fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. Now through October 12th, join for just $1. Visit AnytimeFitness.com today.
Pick up this month's Madison magazine and look up at the stars. Step inside the historic Washburn Observatory. Meet locals capturing the beauty of the night sky. And learn the basics for successful stargazing. Madison Magazine on newsstands now. Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Now, accidents report right now, which is always good news for us. Few slowdown spots, though, along the Beltline east and westbound. The interstate north and southbound looks nice and smooth for us, and no hiccups for downtown Janesville. Not as many traffic cones for us around downtown Janesville right now. The Beltline to Janesville, about 25 minutes, 17 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 16-minute drive this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Dr. Zorba Pastor is back with us now to take your calls and questions.
Remember, that number is 270-9933. We have our first question from Baraboo. Linda, what's your question?
When will the Moderna shot be ready?
Right now, the Moderna shot, they're looking, first of all, the shot is ready for number 1 and number 2. The booster has not been approved yet. And the reason is right now the FDA is looking at the data probably over the next 6 weeks. That's what I would expect. That's what Dr. Fauci says. And once again, we want the FDA to do their due diligence. We want them to look through everything in the same detail that we expect them to do to lead them to the highest standard.
All right. Thank you for calling. Eleanor in Milton, you're next. What's your question? Go ahead, Eleanor. Are you there?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
I had my first vaccine the end of July, and I got so sick and everything with it, they had to give me prednisone and antibiotics, and they wouldn't give me the second one right away. Is there a time limit on getting the second vaccine?
Not that I know of. And the fact is, you might have had a significant reaction to the vaccine or something else might have been going on. This is a good time to talk to your doctor and say, how do I get immunized? Should I get the same vaccine or a different vaccine? And then you're going to want to hang around for at least an hour or 2 hours afterwards to see whether or not you're going to get a reaction. But this is something where, in individual case, talk to your doctor, work it out. I definitely would still try to get fully immunized. You're partially immunized now. 12 days after the first shot, you're 95% immunized. It's that immunity may flag.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go to Verona. Jackie, what is your question?
Hi, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Is this Jackie?
Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm 77 years old. I just had my flu shot yesterday. Now that I know a booster is available, do I have to wait a couple of weeks?
Oh, I would definitely wait 2 weeks. I would do that. I'm not sure if there's a magic number, but 2 weeks is the rule of thumb, for sure.
No, but that's a good question. If you're getting a booster shot and a flu shot, does it matter which one you do first?
Well, the FDA has not put in their final decision on what to do that. I don't think it matters which one you get first, but I would just wait 2 weeks until the FDA actually makes their final decision on how long you have to wait. 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jackie.
All right, do we have Kevin from Jefferson? Kevin, what's your question? Hey, Kevin, are you there?
No.
Oh, who do we have?
We have Mary from Madison.
Oh, hi, Mary. Sorry about that.
How's it going, Mary? What's your question?
I was wondering if I have neuropathy in both of my legs, and it started underneath by the feet. Now it's up by the knees. Is there? And my knees are both bad. I'm 92. So I don't know if there's anything that I can do for it. He can do for it. That I can do for it. Nobody. They gave me for my balance. They were doing therapy for that, but my needs are so bad that it didn't help them. It hurt them actually by using them.
Sure.
So
anyway. Well, that's a big problem with neuropathy, where all of a sudden you don't have the feeling.
Is there anything that you can do for that?
You got to talk to your doctor. So many individual things we do. If you have diabetes, keep it under control. Make sure you don't have a B12
No, I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, well, that's where you've got to get some individual. That's where you might want to get a second opinion if your doctor actually hasn't given you the answer.
All right, Mary.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Sorry about the confusion there. Thank you for calling. Let's see. We're on line 2. I believe that is Shannon. Sorry, Shannon. Hi, are you there? What's your question?
Hi, I'm here. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet.
Dr. Zorba, I read a study out of UK that with the vaccine, they were delaying the second dose by 12 weeks. I think one to get everybody at least one dose. But then in that process, they found that the immunity, the antibody strength was stronger. So how do you feel about that? Delaying that second dose, especially of the Pfizer vaccine, for 12 weeks instead of 3 or 4.
I would definitely not delay it. I would follow what the FDA has looked at. I would definitely follow it. It's 21 and 28 days for Pfizer and Moderna. I wouldn't vary that at all just because another study showed perhaps it's better if we vary it. Stick to what we know has worked. We've got millions of people who have received the vaccine, and the FDA has done a good job. Do not vary. Keep it 28 days for the Pfizer, and I think it's 21 days for Moderna. I don't recommend that you wait 12 weeks.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for all of your calls. We're out of time today, but we'll do this again very, very soon. Oh, wait a minute. We're not out of time. Just kidding.
Oh, it's a lottery for some people.
Sorry, Zorba. Sorry about that. I got my timing messed up.
Well, we'll take on line 3. Who am I talking with?
Is this Jackie? I think.
Should we try another one?
Sure.
This is Barb.
Oh, Barb. Barb, I'm sorry about this. Go ahead. What's your question?
I have a question for Doctor. If you test positive for COVID, I've heard people are going into the hospital if they're not feeling well with COVID the first 5 to 10 days and getting an infusion. And I was wondering if he recommended this infusion, if he could tell me a little bit more about this.
Well, the infusion is basically an antibody infusion. And it's not if people test positive. It's if people are positive and then they're very symptomatic. And the thought is this will actually delay or keep them from going in the hospital and being seriously ill. And they don't stay in the hospital. The infusion takes place, I'm not sure exactly how many hours it is, but it's for people who have significant disease as it appears to be progressing. Not just people who are positive and have sort of the sniffles and feel a little bit bad. These are people who actually meet certain criteria, which shows they may be becoming seriously ill. Okay. And that's what you're actually referring to.
Oh, I'm glad you got your question in. Sorry about all the confusion. Thanks
live television.
Yeah, exactly. You're used to it. Thank you so much, Zorba. We'll see you soon. And thanks for rolling with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Just outside of a town called Basic is Basic Lake, where families gather together for some basic fun. And if you have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with 5 drive modes, you can climb above Basic and find a trail where no one else goes. The 2021 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $42.62 on select models.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I I prefer you didn't.
Zydra, not today, dry eye.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Tonight at 5, state Democrats introduced gun safety legislation today. If approved, why they think this bill will reduce gun violence. Plus, rental assistance is on the way for renters in need. Who's stepping up to help and how you can apply. That's tonight at 5.
The Dream Big Gala. This live and virtual event takes place on Thursday, September 23rd at Stevens Field. Celebrate our community and the people who make it vibrant by supporting your local Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Temperatures overnight will fall to the 40s. It's going to be another chill evening with mostly clear skies. For tomorrow, a little milder. We'll see highs in the middle 70s with partly sunny skies. Expect some showers and possibly a few isolated thunderstorms to pop up later on in the day, though the morning we will get to hold on to a little bit of that sunshine. We'll be right back.
The Fall Semi-Annual Sale and Sweepstakes is on now at Ashley Home Store. Shop brand new fall furniture styles at huge discounts, up to 60% off. Then get your scratch-off card in store for your chance at specials and bonus deals. You could even win the $5,000 grand prize. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Home is where the heart is, and Feldco's here to make home even better. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. Buy one window, get one free now, and let Feldco get your home ready for fall.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Zydra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Zydra?
It can provide lasting relief. Zydra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. One drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Zydra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Zydra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Zydra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Zydra, not today, dry eye.
We're here at the local farmers market, where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked Medicare? What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to each county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number about your health insurance decisions? Your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better.
Don't get fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to Medicare options, keep it honest. Keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and they're free.
You can't miss the Fall Semi-Annual Sale and Sweepstakes. On now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save as much as 40% off top brand appliance doorbusters. Plus no interest financing with no minimum purchase. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Next year is going to be all about cool and refreshing colors, according to Sherwin-Williams.
In our final touch, the paint manufacturer has chosen Evergreen Fog as its 2022 color of the year. Sherwin-Williams says the mix of gray and green has a sophisticated, earthy feel. It can be used both indoors and outdoors. The company has chosen a color of the year for the last 12 years. They start by looking at industry trends and emerging themes to create a color mix forecast. The 2022 forecast includes 40 colors and 4 different palettes. Oh, I'd like to have that kitchen.
That's pretty.
Looks beautiful against the white, doesn't it?
It does. My grandma lived in a lime greenhouse outside. When's that trend coming back?
I bet it will. I bet it will. That'll do it for us at 4, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.